Hi, welcome to Infra Cloud. In this video, we are going to actually look about the actual deployments in the AWS accounts. In the last video, we have covered pretty much everything in the diagram. I will quickly show you the diagram. The purpose of this video is to deploy the actual resources using Terraform workload identity into the AWS accounts. So let's dive in. So this is our architecture which we are working on. In the last video, we have covered almost every pieces of this architecture. We have deployed GitLab group and the GitLab repository and also the workspaces. Now what we are going to do, we gonna put our code in the GitLab repository, which will gonna trigger these workspaces, and these workspaces will gonna deploy our code into the actual AWS accounts. So let's just start. I'm going to my real code editor, and I have just created a demo GitLab group, just like in the GitLab we have this demo nested group, and in this nested demo group you can see the repository which we have deployed in the previous video. I'm going to clone it in the demo. I'm just heading back to my terminal and going to the demo folder, and here I am going to git clone this repository. Okay, so I have another user I need to put in here. You will not face this issue as I have two accounts on the same GitLab instance, so I have to use this instance. So the repository is cloned. I'm going to this repository. This repository is for now empty with only readme file. Now I'm going to put the code in this repository, which will gonna trigger the deployment. So I have already prepared, you can see here in the demo folder, I have account 1 and account 2. See the naming convention here, account and -1, account -2. Why I have choose this name? Because our workspaces are created with this name. In the last demo, you have seen that we have created our workspaces, and these workspaces are named with this. So this key of the workspace will be acting as a trigger point. So whenever we push something into this folder, account 1 or account 2, the relevant workspace will gonna trigger. I will show you. But the point is, if you are creating your workspaces, the name you have written here, you have to put also that name in as a folder in the GitLab repository. So you can see I'm going to copy this folder inside my repository and also this folder, because we have two workspaces. So now let's just check what is inside this folder. This folder actually contains the Terraform code. So in the backend.tf, I am saying that my backend is my workspace, which is going to do the deployment. And this is the workspace name, Terraform live demo account 1. If you open the Terraform console, you can see our workspace name is Terraform live demo account 1. And in the main.tf, I am just creating single resource just for the demo purpose. I am going to create a bucket, and in the providers.tf I have to set the provider, so this step is necessary. So here you can see I have a region I want to deploy everything in my ucentral1, and this is the main point. You have to assume the role. This basically role will gonna be assumed by our TFC agent to deploy in a relevant account. So you can see the account ID 7671. this is our account 1. If I go to accounts, so this is my account 1, and in the previous videos, if you have followed, then this role has been created here, demo. You can see this role. So this is the cross account roles basically we have created, and I have just copied the ARN here, 7671 account ID, and put it in the assume role ARN. So this role will gonna be assumed by our agent to deploy in this account, and this is the simple version file for the AWS HashiCorp provider. And now in the second account, pretty much similar settings, just the workspace name is account 2, and in the main I am going to create a bucket, and in the provider I have now used another role in the AWS account. So this is our account 2, you can see here, and in the IAM we have also created this role as a cross account. So you can see this TFC demo account role. So just copy this ARN and put it in the assume role, and version is pretty much similar. So we have now created our two folders, just like as I have explained, these name of these folders are important. So make sure you, whatever the workspace name you have set, you also have to provide these names here. So our folders are ready now. Just let's just push these folders into these into our repository. So I am in my repository. Yes, I am going to git add, git commit, and deploy S3 bucket with the message. And now when I'm going to push this code, what will gonna happen? As we have configured our workspaces with this repository on the main branch, so when I push these changes to my GitLab repository, it will gonna trigger our workspaces. Let's just see that the code is pushed. If I go to my live demo repository, you can also see in the build pipelines, there is a pipeline which is 18 minutes ago. Let's refresh the page. So you can see the pipeline will be coming here. It will just take some time. Yeah, so you can see our commit is there when pipeline is running. So basically webhooks trigger the workspaces, and you can see it has triggered our workspaces. And if I go to my workspaces, you can see one is in planning phase and our agent will be busy. So it is handling our workspace. So the agent takes the run one by one. So first it will plan and plan for account 1 for this workspace, and then it is planning for second workspace. If I open this in a second tab and I click on the account 1, you can see also the workspaces are connected with my GitLab repository. Here you can see in the overview tab, my repository is connected with this repository. If you click on this, it will gonna lead you to the actual GitLab repository, and you can see the working directory is account 1. So that's why you have to create these folders, account 1 and account 2, in the GitLab repository. I go to runs navigation and I can see here my latest or current run. If I click on this, I can see what this workspace is going to deploy. So it is going to deploy this demo bucket in our account 1, which is this account ID. And if I open this second workspace, so it is also has this current run, and if I will see, so it is also going to deploy one bucket in the account 2. So you can see in the Terraform cloud, you have a pretty much good UI. You can see how much resources are going to change, destroy, or add, and you can also verify the states here. So now when I pushed my commit to the GitLab, it has triggered the workspaces, and now I can see my plan. It is what it is going to deploy in the AWS accounts. And now the final step is, if you are okay with the plan, then there is a apply pending phase here. So to run the apply phase, I have to click on this button, confirm and apply. So it will now going to deploy this S3 bucket in my AWS account, and also I'm going to click apply for second workspace. So the apply phase is running. This is the plan phase, and this is the apply. Apply is currently running, and for the second workspace, this apply is queued because agent takes jobs one by one. And in the agent UI, I can see my agent is busy taking jobs, and you can see apply is running and one created, and it has created our bucket in the account. Now it is taking the second job, so the apply phase is running. It is also going to deploy, and you can see here the which agent pool it is running, and on which agent it is running, which is also you can find in here the agent pool name and the agent name. It is just showing you the information here. So yeah, the second workspace has also deployed the bucket in my account. So let's verify our buckets in the accounts. I'm going to back my account 1. I'm going to S3 console. I'm going to search the demo TFC. Yeah, so you can see demo TFC bucket in the account 1, and same for this account 2. I am in account 2 S3 buckets, and demo TFC bucket. So yeah, the deployment is completed, and you can see how we have utilized the TFC agent and workspaces to deploy in multiple accounts. I know this is quite a lot of PCs just to deploy S3 buckets, but obviously in if you are working in a real-time environment or production environment or with a big project, this is really going to help you a lot. Because imagine if you have multiple accounts, maybe this is your sandbox account, this is your staging account, and you have three more accounts, for example, for QA, for UAD, for demo, for production. Then you just have to create this setup and create number of workspaces as per your accounts, and with a single repository you can deploy your resources via these Terraform cloud workspaces into multiple AWS accounts. So, and this right now you can see that we have only one TFC project, but maybe in future in your organization you have multiple projects, right? And multiple projects have different workspaces, so you can create as many projects, and in those projects you can create workspaces. For example, this is a demo project, might be you have project for QA, you have project for security team, and you can create workspaces in those projects, and with these workspaces you can directly deploy resources using this workload identity federation, or basically getting temporary credentials via TFC agent and deploy into multiple AWS accounts. So the workload identity setup for Terraform Cloud with GitLab and AWS is completed. So we have completed the workload identity setup. I hope you have learned something new, or you have enjoyed the videos, or you have learned some new concepts and you can implement in your organizations, in your projects, and deploy into multiple AWS accounts. So that's it from this series, and hope you have enjoyed it. Please like it, share it, and subscribe it. See you next time.